Hey YouTube, I am Ryan of ARK, or Amateur Rocketry of Kalamazoo, and this was just more or less of a video to show you guys what we do here at ARK. We obviously build rockets, and it's more amateur, so it's not the hobby-based rockets that you buy at home, Hobby Lobby, or wherever you buy them around your area, but we make them from scratch, and we've done several launches, and we just kind of felt like that now that we're doing a big launch here shortly, we wanted to show you guys what it's like in the rocket kitchen, as we like to call it. So why don't you come on inside and I'll show you. So here in the rocket kitchen, we like to do things back simple, like they did in '69, when they were actually making the real good rockets, not like the fancy ones that you see in the Falcon Heavy or whatever SpaceX or in Boeing are doing these days that I have yet to see. But just to describe a little bit about our project right now, this is our ARK 10 rocket. We've done 9 more, but none of them quite this big. Large fins because we don't have any thrust vectoring system, so we wanted large fins so it could maintain like proper control. And we actually stole this nose cone back from a hobby rocket. You can tell because it's plastic and it's the only really thing that we paid for here. But it's a little hard getting in and out. We had that recommended by some rocketeers when they took a look at it the last time. But we had to make some configurations to the cardboard. You can see it's really thick down here and then not so much down at this end. Sorry, kind of took that away from you. But it's much thicker down here, and this is actually the engine, so it's not quite big enough to comfortably slide in there. But down here at this end, you pretty much slide it in no problem. Of course, it's got to stay in there quite tight. And there's a little dowel, what do you want? O-ring, I guess, is probably the best term. That's up in here, a few inches, 13 inches, I think. That stops it from going any further. And you can tell that it doesn't go in much farther than that. It does leave screw marks though, but so this is a Class I motor. We use a sugar rocket, potassium. We'll cut this part out. So the motor is a Class I motor approximately. We used a website called METEOR, and if you've ever been to the Richard Nakka website, then you should, or you might know what it is, depending on if you've spent enough time on there or not. But basically, it allows you to configure how much the class of it, how much power it's going to go. You can actually even input that into a different website, which I will get into later, about how high it can go, and depending on which your rocket is, then it can give you that too. But most importantly, it gives you the class, but it also can give you the nozzle dimensions that you need to make a good nozzle, which we actually made here. This wasn't really a professional nozzle because we actually discovered this website after we made the nozzle, but this one we made, it's molten aluminum. We hand filed it down from a aluminum brick after melting it in the foundry that we have back there. And then we used a step bit and drilled it right through there. And you can see that it narrows the hole. I think it was like 75% at least. But anyways, that's the basic parameters of the motor. I believe that this is like 14 or so inches long. This obviously takes up a bit more room than that. The fuel grain is obviously less room than that, but because we've got extra in the top and the delay charge, we've got the plug in the top and then the delay charge in the top as well. Sorry, I'm losing my voice. For every rocket that goes up, it must come back down, and to do that safely, we use a parachute. Now, this parachute is made of ripstop nylon, same stuff used in hot air balloons, and holding it up is connecting it to the rocket. And the parachute, connecting the parachute and the rocket together is this 200-pound test kite line, same stuff used in regular kites, except a little bit thicker probably. And that's about all we've got for our rocket to show you so far. but we would like to show you what a day in the kitchen is like, and kind of give you this montage here on what it's like to build a rocket every day. Amateur Rocketry of Kalamazoo is an unofficial club founded in October of 2018. So far, we only have 5 members, and we're trying to do the best we can to expand. We chose to do the video today to show you what we love to do and introduce you to our motives for the next few months. This rocket we're building right here is a small 5-inch rocket based off of Grant Thompson's version he showed us in his rocketry series. Unfortunately, Grant passed away a few months ago, and his King of Random team put together a beautiful farewell video which I will put in the description below. Also, I forgot to add earlier, I will put the link for the METEOR software as well as the link for Richard Nakka's website in the description as well. I can't speak for the other ARK members, but I personally find amateur rocketry as a great experience to learn about math and science, and even a few things about safety. This has been a really fun experience, and we just ask of you for your support, especially if you subscribe to the channel. And now, without further ado, we'll get here to the rocket demo in just a second.